Tonight, as you go to bed, you may lock the doors and turn on your alarm, but should you be doing more to keep your home safe? A verified viewer texted us after seeing an ad like this right here. It warns thieves can forge your signature and even use fake IDs to get the title to your home and make it theirs. But before you buy into that hype, 10 Tampa Bay anchor Josh Sidorowicz is here to verify what this is all about and if these services promising protection are worth the price.
A new wave of white-collar crime.
Many of these ads feature familiar faces and big claims, like this one, that the FBI says home title theft is one of the fastest-growing crimes in America, where criminals transfer your deed, and by the time you realize what's even happened, they've turned around and sold your house right out from under you. So I asked the FBI myself. I also polled Florida state law, and I spoke with Steve Gottheim with the American Land Title Association.
This fear that somebody's going to go down to the courthouse, record something that says they own your home and try to sell it out from under you. It's kind of a little bit of a mountain out of a molehill.
Gottheim says of the thousands of title insurance companies that his association represents nationwide, they just aren't seeing this type of thing happening. But don't take his word for it. I asked the FBI about this claim. There is no evidence that the agency has ever even made this assertion. In fact, a spokesperson told me it doesn't even happen enough to warrant its own category in the agency's annual fraud scams report. They have received fewer than 20 home title theft-related complaints since 2021. Now, that doesn't mean that it can't happen, but it's a lot harder than these ads would imply. State law requires that a property transfer be notarized, and if that somehow is forged, a fraudulent deed is worthless. So Gottheim says if the scammer were to try to sell your home with it, it's the buyer or lender's problem that didn't do their due diligence, not yours.
If it ever happened, a court would come in and say, no, Josh, you're still the owner of your property, and they would issue an order that says, make the records so. So just because somebody records something doesn't mean it actually impacts your property.
But if you are still concerned about this, what about those paid monitoring services? Are they really worth the price? Well, I can verify that every county clerk's office here in our Tampa Bay area offers the same exact property fraud monitoring service for the low, low price of free. You just sign up online. And if something changes with any of your documents on file, you then get a notification. With your Verify, I'm Josh Sidorowicz, 10 Tampa Bay.
All right, Josh. Well, there's actually a much more common real estate scam you should be concerned about. The FBI told Josh it's when a fraudster gets access to emails involved in a home sale and then tricks the buyer using a legit-looking email into wire transferring funds to them instead of through the legitimate title company. We have the links to each county to sign up for their free monitoring services under this story on 10tampabay.com.